Alrighty, it is that time of the month, you guys. So today I'm gonna go ahead and share with you my favorite houseplants of September. Yes, we are in September already, which is literally so crazy. Next month is going to be October and Halloween, and then November, Thanksgiving, and then December, Christmas, and then don't even laugh at me. I can never pronounce it correctly. January. Girl. That the first of the month of the year, that's New Year's, and then my birthday. So crazy, crazy, crazy. Time is flying by. It's so crazy. If you are new, hi, welcome. I'm super duper sorry. It's just cringe. I am still, I don't know. But every single at the end of the month, I like to show you guys my favorite houseplants of my entire collection. They're all my favorites. I love each and every single one of them with the bottom of my heart, whatever is down there. As I'm really, really obsessed with all of them. I'm so proud. It's my stringer turtles, and it has little rat tails, aka flowers. Super duper cute. I'm so obsessed with all of my houseplants. They're all so beautiful. But I tried to pick out the top that are all my favorites because, and usually it's because they're doing super good. They did a complete 180 or they are just flourishing. So I think I'm diabetic. I don't know what it is, girl. I have not eaten and I'm super duper drowsy. I'm alive. I'm perfectly fine. And yes, you can be skinny, even though I'm not that skinny, girl. I have some little lonjas. You can be skinny and diabetic. Yeah, it's an actual thing. But anyways, like I be getting drowsy and also I'm just boring. Like every time I listen to my own voice, I fall asleep. So we're gonna start with this one. I'm not quite sure if I already showed you, and also I'm trying to speed this up a little bit because I'm probably gonna cut it in half, to be honest. I'm making ramen. I was craving bulldog, is that what it's called? It's like the spicy pink ramen that's like super bad for you. Well, it's really good and spicy, and once in a blue moon, I just like to get my little poison. We all take poison, y'all. Pick your poison, and I choose ramen. So it's really good, honestly. It's really good. Honestly, truly. So I'm gonna eat that right now, and it's boiling right now, so I have like a minute or two, right? But my light vein Maranta. You guys, do you remember when she was a little baby? I'm not even kidding you. Do you remember when it was like literally like 2 leaves, girl? And then the oldest leaf died, and it was just 1 leaf hanging on. And I was like, not on my watch. So I ended up repotting it on this beautiful planter that it's a bee. I'm so excited for the bees. In the springtime, right? I like the bees because they're beneficial, but no, they're awesome, and I got it for super duper cheap at the Walmart with the planter. If you've seen the videos, you know I got you. Every time I find good stuff at the big box stores or anywhere, you'll be the first to know, girl. I got you, girly. You know this already. Like, I give you all the good deals. Right now, there's a lot of good proven winner deals right now. So if you're looking for any good one from the Leaf Joy, is that what it's called? They're 50% off right now, theoretically. So go ahead and snatch up some goodies, because I already did. I actually caught this one, which is right behind you, and it's this beautiful ficus. Not on the list, by the way. I mean, it's super duper beautiful, but I just got it, and it's not on the list. But this is the one that I got. It was $20, but I got it for $10. Well, it was $12 with tax, but it's still a really good deal considering that it has a beautiful ceramic, right? So I got this amazing light vein Maranta in the beginning of the year, and obviously it's already been like 10 months and it has grown a lot. When I told you that it was like literally dying, what I ended up doing, I ended up repotting it to a bigger planter so it does not dry out too fast, and I ended up placing it outside. Yes, I cheated. I placed it outside in the balcony. It's a south-facing balcony, but it's protected from the sun. In the springtime, summertime, and the fall, as of right now, and the wintertime, sun goes through because how the sun works, right? So it's back inside. But I cheated, girl, and look how big and beautiful she has gotten. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of manipulate it because I can show you how, like that looks so bad, but it's okay. We don't do that. We don't lift the bangs over here. So it's really cute. I love the light. It looks kind of sick, but it's kind of like a highlighter. That's how I see it. Like somebody got a highlighter and just marked the lines because they were bored. It is super duper beautiful, and yes, it does have a melee, which I am dealing with melee bugs. Actually, it's damaged. It's not even melee. It's probably from the tear, but it did have melees, and I try to like tackle it whenever I do see it. It's super gorgeous. I love this Maranta. I have the silver band, the red Maranta, the green Maranta, which is also known as Limelight Maranta. I got the light vein Maranta, and then I have the Beauty Camaranta, which is right, where is she? She's right there. Right there. Esa. Yeah. I also did end up chopping her and I'm propagating her because it benefits the plants. This one in the springtime, I will go ahead and prop it. Each little bumper that can develop into roots, and I'll show you guys the process whenever I do propagations in the winter time. And it's really great and also helps the plants get a lot more bushy, so it's gonna push out more shoots. Another way you can do that as well, you can put a good grow light on top. You don't want to burn it, right? You gotta be cautious with that, but it would also push out more growth. And there's also, if you have like a long vine, like not this plant, but like a vining plant like this pothos, you see how there's bald spots and no leaves right there? Okay. So there's still this little thingy. The room, it has it. Y'all told me about it. I haven't tried it, but I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I will. But they saw this little like paste that they saw on Amazon. I think it's called Kiki paste, I think so. And you just put it by the node and it will push out new shoots, like new leaves. So it fixes bald spots. So a good source of light on top, fertilizing, and the Kiki paste, and chopping it promotes more growth, a fuller plant. Unless you love the Ozamtic kind of vibe, like literally no leaves and just all stick, then do that, girl. We all have our own aesthetics, but I have some plants that I do like that with and some that I don't. 98% of them, I like to have a nice, fuller, beautiful, lush plant. And that 2%, I like that little like, you know, kind of vibe. So it's just beautiful, and I love my little light vein Miranda. It is gorgeous, and I got it from Etsy. I'm starting to get questions now when people are asking me. I thought everybody knows, but I shop at Etsy a lot every now and then. Like when I do is when I do, and then I also shop at big box stores, and then once in a blue moon I go to a local plant shop. I have done my rant about it. Why? But if you have some really good local plant shops, then 1000% go check them out and support them. I do with what I can, but I'm not always in the mood to be buying a golden pothos for like $30 on a 4-inch. But I am looking for carnivorous plants. But the ones in San Antonio do have some good selection. But the things that they have, the plants that they do have, I already have them. So like it's like but I think I will like buy some planters, or I've seen some that they sell plant merch, like cute hats and mugs. I'll probably go and shop for that down the line. I actually love going nursery local plant shopping in the winter. That scared me. And in the winter time, it is just such a vibe. Yes, there are some words that I cannot pronounce correctly, but I am obsessed with this lion vein Miranda, and just the way that it glows. It really has to glow. Just imagine when it starts to like show more foliage. I mean, just the fact that it was 2 leaves and it has done all this is amazing. Like, look at those lines. It speaks for itself. It is just so stunning. It is so stunning. Very unique. You don't really see this a lot, girl. And I saw it last year on Instagram, and I was like, oh my goodness, like that's really pretty. And then I saw it at Etsy, and I was like, add to cart. Yeah, so I think my ramen's ready, but later on I'll show you guys the other 9 plants that I have to share with you of my favorite houseplants of September of 2025. I was like, should I even do this? But I was like, girl, it's my channel. I can do what I want. Like, it's called free will, girl. And yes, just because you can doesn't mean you should, but I don't care. I'm gonna show you my ramen, girl. Look, hold up. My husband gets really, not upset, but he gets a little bit bothered that I throw out the juice. Maybe you guys do too, but I don't like a wet, yeah, I'm throwing away that much. I don't like, yeah. A wet ramen. I'm more into a, what you call it, ramen, like the pasta, girl. So to each their own. It's so good. This is so good. I'm so sorry, girl. Look, I added a little packet. I need to add the chili. Like I said, I know this is not really healthy, but when you need something quick, savory, and salty and spicy, that would always do it. This was done within like 6-7 minutes. Like, are you for reals? I am gonna make enchiladas, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it until like later on. Cause girl, like the one thing I did learn about this is I don't gotta put all of it. I still put a lot in there, but not the whole packet in there because like it is kind of spicy, and this is from a person that loves spicy. But I don't like spicy that is like burning my whole mouth that I can't even taste the flavor, you know. But it does have flavor. It's so good. And sometimes I like to be extra and like to eat it with chopsticks, which I'm not a pro, but I do have some, and I think I'm gonna do it just for funsies. Just gotta do and stir it, girl. Oh my gosh, it's so good. My mouth is getting watery. I don't know why. I don't know why this is like my addiction, but like, well, not an addiction, but like it's just so good. Like, sorry, I got excited over food. Like, leave me alone. Okay, you're supposed to let it sit for a little bit, but I'm not gonna do all that. And then, girl, I got a Coke, girl. I know it's not the healthiest, but like I said, I'm just treating myself like I don't always, you know, like once in the blue moon, like it's not that serious. This is how I do my chopsticks. Like I said, I'm not a pro. Just like that. Like I said, nothing that impressive. I know it's probably cringe, but it's spicy, girl. It needs flavor. So it's like you have to let it sit for a little bit so it can absorb the flavor, but I'm so excited. I need soda. Back! That was really, really random. The fact that the first 10 minutes, it was me literally talking about ramen. It is what it is. Honestly, this is like a vlog kind of plenty channel. I'm super duper sorry, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. So, yes. My lips are literally, like, literally tingling right now, girl. But it's cool. So, next plant, I guess is going to be, let me see. I guess this one. So this is my Feeling Flirty Tridescantii. And oh my gosh. It was the smallest little cutting. And the thing is, you know how I'm always so loud if you know about plant insurance. Plant insurance basically is you get a plant if it's possible. Like I cannot duplicate this one, but if you can chop it and make another plant out of it by propagations, right? And if the mother plant dies or the one that you propagated dies, it's okay, you got a backup. Compare it as if you just have one and it dies and that's it, you got to go and buy it again. And if it's a really, really expensive plant or a plant that was difficult to find, that's kind of a headache or stressful. So, and also I always say that propagating your plants is very beneficial when it's possible and if that's what you want to do. Now, this one is called Feeling Flirty. This is from Proven Winners. And I also did read on Reddit the fact that Proven Winners markets a lot of their plants or trademarks their plants. Allegedly, I don't want to get sued, but and I'm just like, what? Considering the fact that they literally rename a lot of the plants, that's pretty shady. I hope that's not true. I'm gonna look more into that. But if that's literally what they do, I'm just like, disgusting. Like I can't believe that. But allegedly, supposedly, so I need to look more into that. Because like, what do you mean? You guys literally mislabel plants and then you want to trademark it, and identify it like if it's yours. That doesn't seem legit. So yeah, but I got this from Home Depot, which was from Proven Winners, and it was labeled as Feeling Flirty. I have not found the actual name because like I said, they do like to rename plants. There are some plants, they do make plants as well, especially outdoor plants, but I'm not quite sure if they do make new varieties with houseplants. I know they tissue culture, but that's different. I mean, as in like creating a new species, or like finding mutations, like what Costa Farm does, Gabriella Plants does a lot. So they find mutations in their greenhouses and then they mark it as a new variety, right? Because it kind of is. It mutated to something else different. But this is really, really cute. The mother plant died on me, but it's okay because I had a backup. And this backup has grown really, 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 really pretty. It has the most beautiful pink leaf. And it is not like the Nanook Tridescantia. I actually do have that one as well. And I'm going to show you the one that I propagated because, again, I have the mother, and I only had one Tridescantia Nanook. I actually had two. I propagated from the mother, which is over here, but I'm not gonna pull it out because there's way too much in there, and I'll show you. It's right there. Because of the pink leaves. So that's the mother plants. But I'll show you the one that I propagated, and that one died. So I made a new one last month with you guys, and it's this one. So if you can kind of see the difference, this one has bigger leaves, and the variegation is more bolder compared to this one with more green lines. I know variegation matters a lot with the light and temperature and stuff like that, but if it has more, I don't know, because of this leaf as well. The Nutritis Gentiae has bigger leaves. The Feeling Fleur Nutritis Gentiae has tiny leaves. Very petite, very cute, very adorable. So I think it's gorgeous, and it does need another chop. These little vines over here, I will chop it and give it a haircut to keep it more compact and bushy, and I can make another cutting, but I'm not really in the mood to propagate my plants because we're literally gonna move it within a couple of days. So I don't think it's smart. Considering the fact that girl, my lips are kind of cute. That chile made it pop. Sorry, I just I was looking at the plant and I noticed that. So yes, Philly Vanilla Trace Gentiae at the Home Depot. It's a plant to look after. Bottom water, please. I promise you, it will give you less issues, less bad leaves if you bottom water. Just like with the Nutritis Gentiae, treat it like an African violet. Always bottom water. Basically, if you have a saucer or a container like a cash pot, you put water in there. You can't put it on top and then it will capture it. Bottom watering basically means it's getting water from the bottom. Pretty self-explanatory. Top watering is when you water from the top, and usually there's something in the bottom. So like you do that by the sink. People water the plants at the sink. I don't know. By the tub, or if you're watering it outside. So that's top watering. But bottom watering is always the safest bet. And if your plant, this is another tip as well, because I'm doing it now, and it's oh my goodness, it's like my plants are loving it, and I'm loving it because it's more quick and efficient. If you have big saucers, you can buy some on Amazon. Usually buy a kit. You have healthy plants, as in like your plants do not have a disease. Sorry, it's like the chile still getting into my nose. It opened my sinuses. Is that what it's called? So, there's fungus gnats too. I don't want to swallow a fungus gnat or in hell. But if you have a lot of healthy plants that don't have any fungal issues or pests, combine them together and with a big saucer, and you just bottom water them. You don't gotta move it. Like I can't pull them out my saucers, but some plants are in groups. Some are in like massive tray. That's my pearls and jade pothos. But like, right this section, it's a big saucer and it has like 5 plants in there. Of course, not like 6 inch, all of them, but like they're scattered, right? Different sizes, but they all fit in a big saucer. And all I do is just water it and it perks all of them up. And it's just the most beautiful thing ever. It's so convenient. I don't gotta pull anything out. I don't gotta do any of that. Now, mind you, you do gotta do that every now and then because you gotta rinse them. I don't know why I have noticed this. And you guys are really, really sweet. Y'all are telling me that I'm like I explain things a little bit too much and stuff like that, like not in a negative way, and I appreciate you guys' comments and all that good jazzy stuff, but I don't know why all of a sudden I'm like giving advice or tips. Like I don't know who I am, but the reason why I'm doing it is because a lot of my plants, I've had them for already. I haven't had a plant purge, you guys, and I haven't had plant burnouts. I had some moments when I was like, oof, but I've done this 1,000 times already that I just know exactly what to do that works for me. Usually I just like I put my brain somewhere else. And usually it's going to my mom, spending a whole day with my family outside of the house because I'm always at home, or going on a trip, which we just went to Corpus and it was beautiful. And that usually helps a lot with my plant burnout. But everybody's different, right? But that's what I do. I just get out from the environment because my entire apartment is full of houseplants, and I'm here 24/7, which I am beyond grateful and very blessed for it. But sometimes it can take a toll, right? So yes, I had my plants for a very long time, and I found some things that are working really good and some things that are not. And anything that works for me, I would always, 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 and I'm sorry if it's unsolicited advice that you're not asking for, but there is somebody out there that might take it and with a grain of salt and apply it to their collection, and it might make the collection thrive even more. And that is enough for me to say something, because I've heard people telling me that like it has helped them. So I'm trying not to be too much of that, because I know I don't want this channel to become a how-to. I have nothing against that, but it's because I don't know it all, right? But I don't know why. I mean, I'm gonna blabber a lot because a lot of these plants are doing super duper good, and I would kill them. I would never really make them do this amazing stuff, like grow this insane. Um, this one was just bottom watering. And as you can see, the number one thing on houseplants, which I'm pretty sure you know, but if you don't, the number one thing that's really important is light. Plants need light to photosynthesize, to produce energy. If they do not have that, boosting the humidity, fertilizing it, giving the most premium soil, all that crazy jazzy stuff ain't gonna meet if it does not have light. They need light. So if it's possible, know what windows you have. See, there I go. Explaining. Isn't it? Wait, isn't that called like a thing like mansplaining? God damn it. I don't want to be like that. Maybe I should shut up. But it's kind of fun though. Oh my goodness. Is it like a gene? Manslaughtering? Oh, chingado. I know. No, it's manspanning. It's like dads do it when they're telling their daughters or their son, usually their daughters, of like advice that they already know. And it's just annoying because they already know, but they're still going on and on. I feel like that's you, and I'm doing it to you. I'm super duper sorry. Yeah, you're right. This is not a how-to channel. This is not a how-to video. It's my favorite houseplant, so I will show you. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I should do some videos on how to take care of that, and people that do want to see that will click it. This is a favorite video. The fact that I'm being so vocal about my thought process is crazy. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Down the line, I'll do some videos of like how to take care of this. I can't do that. I just can't. Okay, so this is my snow drift philodendron, and I got it from Gabriella's Plants, I believe. It was from Gabriella's Plants or possibly from Etsy Green Escape. Whichever. It is really stunning. When I got it, it was not doing the best. It was like stunted and it was not doing too much, but we ended up, I just kept taking care of it right and fertilizing it, and I think it already adapted because it has putting out so many new leaves. Now it does have two plants in one, so using a lot of new foliage, but I do love, it's called a snowdress philodendron if I haven't said it. I am obsessed with the variegation. It is so unique, and you know what? I think I know why it's super duper slow. There's hardly any grain. The grain's outside, but the new growth, it will harden off to green, I'm pretty sure, but it's just like very white and speckles of green, which makes it really pretty, but also really slow plants. So super duper worth it to have. And there's Amelia, of course. These bugs are gonna feature my videos every now and then. But I love my snowdrift. It is gorgeous and pretty easy to look after. It grows pretty slow. I'm gonna put it back in its spots because I gotta start like organizing everything. The next one's going to be this one. So this is not that insane of a plant, but it's my Hoya compacta. And the reason why it's on the list is because it's doing really good. My variegated Hoya compacta died. I mean, there was 3 plants in there, but only one of them survived. And I think I placed it outside in the balcony. I need to go and look after it. But the other 2 pieces, because there was 2 or 3, I think so, they died because it was overwatered. I thought I found a hack on Hoyas. Hoyas do like to stay moist, but they need that section of drying out, and then they want water. Like, I don't know what it is. It's difficult to explain because what do you mean it wants to stay moist, but it also wants a period of drying out? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I gotta figure it out. But I have noticed that, I guess, seasons. Maybe it's that. I've noticed that when my Hoya is actively growing and I keep it moist, it does really good. Compared as when it goes dormant, which usually you know when it's going dormant, when there's no growth, right? So that's when I will let it dry out in periods between waterings. So that usually applies to, there we go again. That applies to a lot of other plants, but specifically with Hoyas, I've learned that, look at the new leaves coming in. When they're actively growing, that's when we want to fertilize them. And a lot of my houseplants don't really go dormant, honestly. The ones that usually go dormant are my ficuses. But I've never really seen my Hoyas, but I guess my Hoyas do too, because some of my other Hoyas that weren't really doing much are exploding with growth. I thought it's because they were establishing, but I think they were just, I mean, they're brand new when I got them. So like, that was months ago. So I don't know, I gotta figure it out. It's all a learning process, but yeah, this one's doing really good. And I love seeing the new leaves coming in, and they're like all in the nick and crannies, like them coming out. Like, it's super duper cute. I like seeing the little baby leaves. I'm not the biggest Hoya expert. I do have a quite an amount of variety of Hoyas. Nothing too rare and crazy, just like your common Hoyas, right? Which you can kind of see right there. This is my Hoya shelf usually, and the one above as well. Really, really awesome. And it's just super cool looking. Like, who doesn't love a Hoya compacta? It's very unique, you know? And of course, there's the variegated one, but that one's a little bit, I don't know. It grows kind of slow. It's the most prettiest Hoya, in my opinion. But gosh, do I struggle with that one. It's a little bit tricky. Alrighty, next one's going to be my Syngonium Wendyland. And I think that's what it's called. I know it's with two eyes, but it has grown a lot. It was on the small one, Farm hanging basket, and I ended up repotting it to a bigger planter because they kept drying out. And as you can see, it has filled up really, really nicely. And I'm not always about Syngoniums letting them vine, but for some reason, it looks really, really, really good with this variety, the Wendyland. The small leaves are kind of super duper cute, have a velvet look as well. A beautiful velvet green. And then they have a silver lining in the middle. And it just makes it pop. Like, it gives it like a full effect. Like, you know, like, it's just something about it that's just like so stunning. And again, it's pretty easy to look after. A lot of my plants are. If I have it, it's pretty easy. So I don't really trick with the crazy difficult ones, but I love this Syngonium, and it has grown so much, and I do see me chopping it down the line to promote more growth, but as of right now, I'm letting it vine. And I have another Syngonium on the balcony, my green Syngonium. That wasn't albo, but it reverted to green. That's also doing the vining effect. All Syngoniums do that. And gorgeous. I didn't know I was missing out on Syngoniums vining, but they look really, really nice, surprisingly. The one that I have a hate with vining is just any philodendron. They need something to climb on or something, because when they start to vine a lot, the leaves get smaller and the spatial nodes are really spaced out. Sometimes it can work in my eyes with my collection, but it's sometimes, you know, there's some plants that are an exception that I think it looks kind of good. Like somebody said, and it's so true, whimsical, like very fairy kind of vibes. Like something like really cutesy, right? I don't know. But too much of it, it's like, oh, it doesn't look healthy. Your collection needs like some TLC. You know what I'm saying? But like one or two scattered and like in a very jungly kind of vibe, or like like in a shelf maybe. No, that looks sick. Like it needs to be mixed with some other things to make it look cohesive. You know? But to each their own. Beauty is within the eye of the beholder. I don't know if I botched that quote, but it is basically true. So, yeah. Okay, next one is going to be, I'm very giggly right now a little bit, and kind of happy because I ate. And then also, you guys are not gonna see me in this room that often. Like, it's just within a couple days, and then that's it. I'm gonna miss it, but it's okay. The new chapters, right? Okay, so next one's going to be my Sinanti. I think it's Burley Marxie. It's a Calathea. Burley Marxie. I don't know why I keep calling it Sinanti. It does really, really good. Out of all the Calatheas, I'm surprised it's not a Sinanti. You can see the new leaf right there. It is one of the most easiest ones to look after, you guys. It has grown. It's a really, really hardy Calathea. I don't know what it is in it that isn't spider mite. I have a lot of mealybugs and I got spider mites like scattered. It doesn't really attract spider mites. Mealybugs don't really like her at all. It just does its own thing. And I've had moments when it was bone dry for a couple days, possibly like 2 weeks. I watered it and it was so forgiving. Now I did lose, you can see a crispy leaf right there. You just pull it out, right? I didn't pull it out correctly, but you just cut it off and it still looks extremely full. I love the purple. It's like is it a purple or is it a maroon? What do you see? I see like a maroon. Beautiful. And it has gotten pretty big. I'm pretty sure if I repot it on a bigger planter, it's just gonna go even more spaced out. I'm really curious how it's gonna do. I like it. I really, really do. I don't got a backup on one of these, but these are all over the plant shops online. A lot of plant shops usually do have them. I've never seen this in the big box stores. I believe I got it from a nursery. Like I said, nurseries usually have this variety. I don't know why, but they do. I've seen it a lot of my nurseries. So pretty, isn't it pretty? Like, look at that. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like it was not this big. It was like pretty small. I had it for 2 years, I think so already. You can kind of see the little crispy leaves. There's just so hidden in there though. Some crispy leaves like in the middle. I love it. It's just like, you know, it's super duper cool. I thought I dropped some soil, but I didn't. I like it. And then with this angle makes it look like kind of crazy, right? This was it was not this big, you guys. It was not that big. Next one's going to be, okay, so let me take a sippy of my cranberry. And I gotta double check in here because sometimes these fungus gnats, I'm pretty cautious. I know that's so gross. But sometimes these, I'm gonna stop saying fungus gnats. Even though that's what it's called. I'm gonna call them gnats. Sometimes these gnats get into my drinks when it's right there. And I keep keeping an eye if there's something flying by it. But there's none in here. It's just my cranberry. I got this cute little glass cup at the Walmart. I think I added it. It was on a Walmart's plant shopping vlog. Costa Farm, brand new plants, which it is actually really pretty, but I didn't take it home because it didn't look that good. And I'm pretty sure they will add more. I'm hoping they will add more because I haven't seen any more. I'm pretty sure. And now there's online, right? I don't know. I don't really know how it grows anyways. I guess because it's Monstera and it's really, really pretty, but if it grows too wonky, no thank you. So yeah, I got it from Walmart. It was really cute. Pretty cheap. It was like $2 something, like $3 basically. And the little ghost is like so cute. I think they're red, like it looks like kind of like blood, and with the little ghost, it's giving so Halloween. It's so cute. Okay. Oh my gosh, stop it. I was hearing people, I'm on the 3rd floor. If I can hear them, I wonder if they can hear me. I mean, I've been doing it for like 4 years already, so like it is what it is. Damn. I mean, it's apartments, you can usually hear, but I don't usually, the thing is, I don't hear my neighbors. I really don't. Ay, Dios mío, qué cosa no de veras. Maybe they're super duper quiet. But for 4 years, girl. The ones from the bottom and from the side. Because I think the person I was hearing right now, they're like in the very bottom, but for some reason they sounded like right over here. I have no idea. Okay, the next one's going to be my zebra plant. And yes, she is still alive. I'm pretty surprised. Yeah, she's still alive. Can you believe that? My zebra plant is still alive. It hasn't bloomed for me though. That's the trick. That's where I think the flex is at. If your zebra plant can bloom, because they do bloom. It's a beautiful yellow flower usually, and I love the yellow color. It's just so pretty. But the zebra plant is really, really pretty. And I was thinking about it now. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was another zebra plant at the big box stores from Urban Jungle, and we found it like in these kind of planters, right? Like these $13.98, like $14 planters, right, with the plants. And I actually had it in the thumbnail because it was so beautiful. I thought it was just a really variegated zebra plant, but I ended up finding out it's not. It's another variety of a zebra plant. It's like frosty or something like that, and I was just like, I should have taken it home because that was the first time I ever saw it and the last time I saw it. It was really affordable, and I love Urban Jungle so much. Y'all already know that, aka Life Trends as well, their sister companies. Love, 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 love. But I haven't seen it anymore, and I can't imagine that one. I keep feeling there's aphids in here, but I don't see it. I don't know if it's the gloss that's tricking my eyes. But if I'm so scared of aphids, no, and there's no aphids in it. It's perfectly fine. I'm surprised there's not even mealybugs in here either. It's pretty clean. Yeah, I wish I had it because that would look so nice. This one has more of a defined white lines. The other one looked like just like smeared white. Very, very, very beautiful. I'm kind of sad I didn't took it home. That's one that I regret, to be honest. If I do see it again, I'm gonna snatch it up with no hesitation because I think I messed up my zero plants. I believe also this one has hardened off, and I feel like this planter saves my butts a lot. It's very thick and it holds a lot of water, well, moisture from the soil, right? And that's one thing about these plants that they don't like to dry out. And it would tell you, it would tell you, you don't want to overwater it. I feel like when people hear about a when people hear about like a plant that likes to stay moist, they water it a lot. No, especially this one. The second it starts to wilt, water it. Now, if you break that thing, like, and if you just water it just to water it, and it wilts, and you think because it's thirsty, so you water it more, there's a possible chance it probably has root rot. So what I do, I just water it when the leaves start to wilt. And we've done this so many times that we found the rhythm, and I believe it has hardened off as well. And it does really, really pretty. It has a lot of new growth happening, and I even see some new shoots. So I have a feeling it's probably gonna branch out. Oh, I'm hoping that it's going to be some flowers. Very, very beautiful. My beautiful zebra plant. I'm so obsessed with them. Just look at those leaves. It's very, very. Isn't that so cool? The leaves. Oh my gosh. I like it. It's in my list because it's just so pretty and it does really, really good now. All right. Next up is going to be my begonia. I found the label for it and I placed it on one of the leaves, but I think it fell off. I think it's called Black Mamba. This is also from Proven Winners. And no, I didn't got the name from Proven Winners. Oh, here it is. Begonia Rex Black Mamba. I was right. I got it from Facebook. I asked people on Facebook if they know the name, and people on Facebook are awesome. They really do tell you. So I got it. I googled it, and it was true. Black Mamba Begonia. It's very, very pretty, as you can see, and it has grown a lot. It's literally from those Proven Winners small plastic nursery planters on this 6-inch. The back is a beautiful maroon as well. It's just so crazy to me that it has exploded this much. It's like a little pom-pom. The name tag fell off. So it's awesome. The name is already memorized in my head, to be honest. I got it right. I like it. My husband knows how to propagate begonias. On the springtime, he's going to teach me how to propagate it because I don't have a backup. I don't know if Proven Winners is going to stop selling it. I can see them doing that. And I'm always okay with that. They had it for I'm okay when a company has a plant sitting in there for a hot minute, for like a year, possibly maybe 2 years, and then they switch it out. Because there are some companies, a very, very big company, it's the same plants for 6 or 7 or 8, 9 years. Girl, switch it up. That's why I love, do whatever you want to do. But that's why I love Urban Jungle, Live Trends, and as of right now, Proven Winners as well. They rotate their plants. Not rotate, but they add something new and exciting for us. Urban Jungle, Live Trends, for some reason, the new plants just makes it even more exciting because I'm not kidding you, they had me on chokehold with their Easter collection. I'm a sucker for pastel colors especially on spring. I'm like a sucker for that. Very pretty. I had to collect all of them. And if I didn't have an allowance or a balance, right, I would have gone crazy, okay? But I do, so I didn't. But I did got some goodies, and I love, love, love Urban Jungles for that. And usually, their planters are different every single year. Like, they have, I believe, they have their own team on designs, and I love that. I love that. Because some of us do big box stores or go big box store plant shopping every single year, right? And we don't want to see that same shit. It's not fun. It's not really that fun. I know there's new people that want to step in and find new things, but girl, if it's a common plant, I promise you're probably going to see it even cheaper in Facebook Marketplace. Because people do be selling out their plants, or they fall out of love of a plant that's perfectly normal, or they usually propagate their plants. So yeah, you're not really missing out. Usually Facebook Marketplace is an awesome place to get plants like that, like plants that are common that we see for years and years and years at the big box toys. But beautiful begonia, I think it's gorgeous and it's pretty easy. It's not too finicky. I do try to keep it hydrated because I'm seeing all these leaves and I can't imagine its root system. I can kind of feel it on the plant, I'm not gonna lie, but it's really, really hardy. So I applaud Proven Winners for giving us a really hardy, beautiful begonia. Because I'm gonna show you another begonia. It's not part of the list, but I forgot to water it for a couple of days, and it went from a beautiful, lush little plant to, and I'm starting from scratch, and that's my fault for not watering it in time. But girl, like, how petty can you be? So clearly very petty. I'm starting from scratch. It's okay though. I actually do think the little leaves are super duper cute. I didn't throw it away. I'm just bottom watering. You can see the new leaves coming in. So yeah. But some plants are easier than others, and that begonia, I learned my lesson with that one. Alrighty, y'all. So we got two more, and I'm gonna show you this next one. The last one will be a surprise, because like I don't want to show it to you yet. You're probably gonna click out if I show it to you. So I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay. This is my Thai constellation. I don't know if you guys remember. Let me scoot over so she can join us. I'm pretty sure y'all's has also gotten really, really massive. And what got me super duper excited is a couple weeks ago, this was her newest leaf, and she has those deeper fenestrations. And I've been eyeballing the plant every day. For some reason, the growlet that it has, the pumpkin is decor, by the way, it's not from the plant. It doesn't have the strongest genetics. I can take off the pumpkin. It had some good genetics, but for some reason, it doesnn't really show on the other mature leaves. Even though it's on a really good growlet. I don't know. I really have no idea. I mean, I am fertilizing it. It's not bad. But we've seen those crazy Thai constellations. Some people call it bird poop. I don't care. I really love when it's extremely variegated and mature. It is the most sexiest thing on a Thai constellation. And a monstera. Like, I don't know. It's just like cream. It's like banana. It's giving like banana, like the color, right? And the fenestrations in the leaf is giving like the classic monstera. I love bananas, banana smoothie. So like, banana pudding is really good too. So I'm always talking about food, girl. Oh my god, I gotta shut up. So I'm okay with it, but I be eyeballing it every day, and I finally got what I've been wanting. And it seems like I'm not the only one that likes it. There's also little mealybugs in here scattered. They're so annoying. Okay. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Do you see the new leaf coming in? I've been eyeballing it every day. Multiple times a day. I'm like, is it pregnant? Is it gonna give me a new leaf? Oh, and look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Y'all see that? The color? Cállate. Is that new leaf gonna be extremely creamy? What do you guys think? Also, the leaf in the back is for support. Another reason why I like monsteras as well, I believe, and if you know that, that's amazing. You didn't tell me nothing. I believe monsteras do not need a moss pole. Give that to a plant that does need it, like maybe like a scindapsus. Yeah, some scindapsus that need support. Or pothos, or a philodendron. Monsteras are cool with just support on the back. In other words, this is clearly not a moss pole. It's a metal leaf thing that was given to me from a company long ago. And I use it for support to kind of like mimic the plant, and it's doing the trick. I'm getting big leaves. It also has a really good grow lights. I'm using Scentsy grow lights on that one, on this one. But what I'm trying to say is, I think with my monsteras, because I also have my album monstera and my monstera aurora, I want to just give it like a plank, like a piece of wood, and I think that's gonna do exactly what I want it to do. Give me those massive big leaves and mature leaves. So because I don't like moss poles. You gotta keep those hydrated. And if you underwater them, like if you keep them bone dry, they become, what is it called, like hydroponic? Like they repel the water. So you gotta really saturate it to get the water, like to get it nice and moist on the moss post. But a Monstera, as long as it feels back support, it does the trick. You can't do that with the pothos or philodendron. Like I've seen it. It doesn't. They need. I don't know. The little baby roots. They need the arrow roots need to attach to something, but the monstera really doesn't. Which is really, I don't know. That's the observation that I've noticed. Not just from my collection, but from other people's collections. So yes, but I'm really happy with this newest leaf, and I am even more happy that it has a new leaf coming in. And that came in within like 3 days ago, because I swear 4, 5 to 8. Oh my gosh, I got a heart attack for a second. I thought I smelled burnt. I thought it was like the oven thing, but it's the neem oil, as you can see. I don't know why my nose confused neem oil to like burnt. Are you burning? You can see, you see how shiny it is? Actually, I should have told you. People are probably gonna ask me, why is the leaves so shiny? I sprayed neem oil on a recent video. I think it was 2 videos ago, 4 days ago. To control the mealybugs, because they're getting really annoying. I know neem oil isn't the holy grail. I know there's better things out there, but it is the best way in my conditions for me as a lazy plant person that likes to just spray things and call it a day. So, and it does help. It not neutralizes. It suppresses pest infestations. So I'm really happy with that. The next leaf that I'm looking at, to be honest, that I want to see a new leaf is my Anthurium veitchii, but that's a whole different thing. So yes, I do spray neem oil on her to protect it. I'm surprised the smell is still there. I mean, yet again, I sprayed it like 4 days ago, so it's still kind of fresh in there. Because usually neem oil doesn't really bother my nose. It has like a nutty, earthy, strong smell. It doesn't really bother me. I got used to it for using it for years, to be honest, and I got a pretty strong stomach, so I don't really gag that easily. Yeah, and then the fact I hate nuts, by the way. I hate nuts, but I know they're so good for your heart and for your brain because of the omega-3 fatty acids, right? So I eat some every now and then, like once a month. I get the bag, the Great Value bag. They're pretty good, actually. They're pretty affordable. Non-salted, that's the healthiest one. I know people like to eat their nuts salty, but not me. So you want to get like just like that, like the basic nut bag mixture. When you open it, I'm saying this because it smells like straight up neem oil. I don't know why my brain smells it together. But after eating nuts every now and then, because they're really good for them, they're kind of a good snack to eat when you're like stress eating. I got used to the smell. And then with the neem oil, I use it for my plants because they really give it a beautiful shine. And they kind of do help my plants. I learned to get used to it. So all that being said, I learned to get used to neem oil because I know some people gag just with the thoughts of neem oil, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so that's why you see the shine. Look how pretty it is. Alrighty, I'm gonna show you guys the latest plant. I feel like I'm yelling. It's my Houseplants camouflage. I am sorry I had to add it in the video because I'm super duper happy that I finally got it. I used to see it last year, and when I got my Houseplants Selby on clearance, it's beautiful. Like it does really good, and I was like, oh, there has to be another variety out there, like another pretty one. And I was going through like other plant shops' websites, and I saw like camouflage, and I was like, that is the most prettiest plant ever. And then I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that before. I've seen it at the big box stores, but I haven't seen it anymore until now. So if you want a camouflage Houseplants, your big box stores possibly have it. I've seen 2 locations packed with it. I'm not quite sure if they ship out all the same plants everywhere, but I think they do. So yeah, this is a really good one, and it just wants to stay watered. That's one thing. You can kind of see a little bit of flopping. If you have Houseplants, but maybe even if you don't, you can kind of tell she needs some water. And the thing is, the soil is still kind of moist. So Even then, you guys, you always want to double check too. If it was very lush, I probably would have watered it, and I probably would have overwatered it. But since I can still see through, I just poked in there, and I'm sorry because I don't always do this. But if I can't see the soil, I do poke in there, like look with my eyes, and if it looks like it's dark, then I touch it to confirm if it's moist, and it's moist, so it's perfectly fine. I don't know why it looks a little bit pale or like flippy flappy. I mean, it's nice and firm. By the way, I love the sounds of a hamonea. It has like a cardboard sound. Like a paper sound. I kind of like it. So yeah, it could just be that I need some light. It has not been on a grow light for 4 days. It's getting like light, but it's not like on a light, you know? So yeah, it will probably get more saturated or greener, colorful with some color and not looking pale if I give it a source of light. But those are all the plants, you guys, in my collection. It was probably only 9. I'm not quite sure. Just to be safe, because I'm gonna put 10 on the title. I'm gonna show you this one. This is another one that I'm pretty proud of. It's my Pink Princess Philodendron. And I don't know if you guys remember her. I've had her months back, and we chopped her because I said, you can kind of see where I chopped her from. I said I wanted it to look more bushy. There's already 2 in here, but since I chopped it, it branched out. And one of them put 2, and the other one put 2. So now it has 4 shoots coming out of it. And I think with the irrigation, it's gonna look super, super beautiful. And I'm gonna continue doing that because it would look really pretty. I don't want to put it in a pole. I know PPPs want to be in a pole, but I'm not doing it with this one. I am so sorry. It doesn't look cute, but to each their own. I mean, I've seen some that look really, really nice sometimes. So that's the 10th ones if I haven't added the 10th. That's basically, you guys. I hope this video wasn't too much. The ramen part was really random, but it is what it is. And something of positive eyes. Let me know which are your favorite top 10 plants right now. If it's not top 10, then just your top favorite plants at the moment that you can think of. I know they're all your favorites, but there's some that just like did it for you on September. It is still crazy that September is about to end within a couple of days, and the year is about to finish, which is pretty crazy. This year was eventful. There was so many, and there's still more months to come by, but there was still so much that has happened. But it still went by pretty fast, I think so. And I think that's just how it is every single year. I feel like every single year things just go by faster and faster and faster. So I'm gonna go outside and finish my cranberry juice and then make myself an iced coffee and just enjoy the clouds, because it's a beautiful, partly cloudy day, and I'm gonna go look at the clouds and the plants on the balcony and just enjoy the moment. So thank you so much for watching. Something positive eyes to each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.